Morning. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Blessings, blessings. Wake up and count them. They're all around you. Can you see them? Can you see them now? How about now? Yeah. There they are. There they are. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome. W's in the chat. Yes, sir. Good to see you all. What up? Dennis Hood is in the house. What up, Dennis Hood? What up, Louis G? Ewan's in the building. What up, Ewan? What up, Stephen B? Good morning, man. Storm Player's in the house. What up, Storm Player? YOLO Traders here. Yes, sir. What up, YOLO? TTW. TTW's in the house. Karen's in the building. What up, Karen? What up, Trader next door? What's good? What's good? Nikola Tesla's in the building. What up, Nikola Tesla? Yanosh. My boy. Yanosh. Gotta Trade is in the building. What up, Gotta Trade? Who else we got here today? What up, Joseph? Joseph's in the house. Auto Matt, what's good, Auto Matt? What up, Project Toro? What's good, what's good? What's good, what's good? Hey, AB Mike is here. What up, AB Mike? Let's get some W's in the chat, man. Let's start the day off right. Feeling very W-ish today. What do you guys say? What up, Dominic? What's good, what's good? What up, LeGrand? LeGrand's in the house. Yeah, let's get some W's on the way in here today. It's going to be a W stream, man. W's on the way in, W's on the way out, and it's going to be just W's all in within this stream here today. So I'm excited to be here. Welcome, welcome. Let me just lower the music. All right. Let me send a Zoom link. Rafi's in the building. What up, Rafi? What's good, what's good, what's good? Kelvin? Yeah. You guys are funny, man. Just win. That's the motto this year, gang. 2024, just win. Don't worry about what this guy's doing, that guy's doing. Just win. Oh, Sam Capital. What up, Sam? What up, what up, what up, what up, George VDM? Adrian Freedom's in the building. What up, Adrian? All right, cool. Zoom link is out. Let me just share my screen, and we are going to get rolling here. All right, perfect. Just win, baby. What up, Alexandros? What's good, what's good? Good morning, Joseph. Good morning, everyone in Zoom. Welcome in. Let me just grab my tools here. Just win. That's it. That's all you need to focus on this year, gang. Right here. That's it. That is it. All right. Let me just take care of one more thing over here, and then we're gonna get started. All right, sweet. All right, cool. All right. Hey, Hero of the Day is in the house. Hero of the Day. All right, y'all ready to roll? Let's do it. Let me take a sip of some water. Some water, like the people in Florida say, water. All right. Level Up in the house. What up, Level Up? From Kenya. Kenya's in the building. They don't say water like that in Kenya, do they? Water? Water? My wife be like, let me get some water. Get some coffee. They'd be like, coffee? She'd be like, yeah, coffee. All right. DT Gamer said, let's pray. Let's pray, man. Father in heaven, Lord, we just thank you, man. We thank you for another day, another blessed day, Lord. We pray that you would bless our ground here as we work it today. And we just give you all the glory. I pray that whatever comes out of my mouth would be words from you, and that it would seep into the hearts and souls of the people here today, and would change their life for the better, Lord. So we thank you for giving us this opportunity, this platform to share who you are and what you do, Lord. We thank you for all your blessings. We invite you in today, Lord, like they invited you in to the wedding in Cana, Lord, so you could do a miracle. So we thank you for today. Thank you for the blessings on and off the charts, and we just give you all the glory in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen, gang. Amen. Let's do it. Let's do it. If you guys could like the stream, that would be awesome. I would really, really appreciate that. And we are going to get the day started. So let me erase this. You guys got it, right? Just win. Just focus on winning. Right? Just focus on what you have been called to do here. Let me move this over. Looks like Zoom changed a few features. Cool. All right, cool. Amens in the chat. Yes, amens. Those are better than W's, baby. Yeah, if you guys can like and sub to the channel, that'd be awesome. We're here every day, Monday through Friday, and we're here for you, right? We really are here for you. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please put them in the chat. They could be related to trading. They could be related to life, whatever it is. If I can help in any way, that's what we're here to do here. So need a command, just win. Yeah, we'll get it. Nightbot, we need that. All right, cool. It's 7:30 here, so let's go ahead and open up a top-down analysis and get to business. So let me just lower this. Yeah, I think we're good. What up, Breathe Air? All right, cool. Let's take a look at the news here today and see what we got going on ahead of us, and then we'll open up the charts and see what we got going on here. So taking a look at today. Today is January, so it is the 11th day of January. It is Thursday. It is another day. It is another opportunity for us to be disciplined, for us to be patient, and for us to be professionals. We are going to have a lot of volume come in here today, as I can see. So taking a look here at the news, right, we have a sea of red folders, right? I see a sea of red folders. So what do we got going on here today? So 8:30, we got CPI, right? Core CPI, monthly, yearly, all that good stuff. And then we also have unemployment claims coming in here right on time, as it does every single Thursday. So that's going to be ahead of us a little bit after the NY Open. So let's be aware of this volume coming in. And then it looks like we also have some news at 10:30. And yeah, that should be it here for us. The rest of the news that's coming out later is more so 2 p.m. and then you got, you know, yen, all the yen news and stuff like that doesn't affect us. So that's what we got going on here with the news. Let's go ahead and take a look at the charts and see how we can play ball here today. Y'all ready? Good to go? Did you guys like the stream? Rafi's still adjusting to the time zones? All right. Let's take a look and see what's good here. So taking a look at the weekly, it seems like we are right where we left off. Right where we left off yesterday, right? We know that the weekly has created a support here. We also know that we do have this resistance up here, and this is currently the range that we're trading in, right, on the weekly time frame. So this is the range that we're in. One thing I noticed is that this candle here has failed to make a top wick yet, right? So we can always make a top wick. We still have 1 day and 10 hours left on this weekly candle. So we got 34 hours left, right? 34 hourly candles left to potentially make a top wick up here, and we may be able to do that. You know, we do have CPI coming in today. Depending on how numbers come out and where price decides to go, we may create that top wick today. So that's what we're going to be looking for, the potential for that. And if not, then we have our eyes set on 2000, right? Back to 2000 here to retest that support. So we'll see what happens with that. Just keep in mind, we are bearish due to this resistance that has been formed. Therefore, we should come down to like 2003, retest that support. My only issue here is, again, the no bearish top wick, right? If this candle had a top wick looking something like this, then I would be all in, right? Saying, okay, all right, let's see if we can re-break the lows and then make our way down. So we'll see if we get that top wick. If not, we may just drive down. Let's go ahead and take a look at the daily, see how we closed yesterday, and see how we can look for positions today. So, wow, interesting. Take a look at this. So remember, yesterday we closed bearish, right? We closed bearish here yesterday, created somewhat of a support, but remember what I said yesterday, gang, that I was really looking at this support here and noticing that we had the potential for a daily celery play, right? So notice how we knit this high. Let me bring my arrow on the other side. Notice how this high here never broke the high of the previous candle, right? And then what happened? We came down, we re-broke the lows and then pushed down there. So we did have somewhat of a daily celery play going on. Now this candle hasn't created a bottom wick at all yet. So very interesting to see what can happen here. And if these highs remain respected, then at any point this candle can flip bearish and we could most likely see a drive down here. So yeah, so let's see how we're gonna find positions here today. We are bearish based off of the previous daily closure, so let's go ahead and see how we could find sells and potential range 2 buys and all that good stuff. So taking a look at the 4-hour candles, right? So 4-hour has been moving up here, creating this current daily top wick, right? So this is your daily top wick being formed, and we did have a bearish closure, right? So we got a bearish closure on the last 4-hour candle. So we may be showing signs of beginning to move down, right? So if we look at where that closure happened, it happened back below this support, and therefore, if some of you guys trade trend lines and stuff, right? Looks like you got somewhat of a trend line moving down here, right? I don't know, you guys put them on the wicks or the bodies, but you do have this somewhat of a downtrend here, right? So if these highs over here can get respected, then I think that price can continue down, right? We could break this low, break the previous 4-hour low, and start to drive down. So we got to keep an eye on this high right here, and let's go ahead and see what that high looks like, because again, if we do respect it, then there's a high chance that this candle will begin to move down, right? Move down bearish, respecting the highs, retesting support, and you know, making our way down here. So let's go ahead and see what all these wicks look like on the 1-hour chart, and let's start to mark off our ranges here. So this 1-hour candle closed with very little to no top wick. One thing we know about candles or bullish candles that close with no top wick is that the next candle has a 50-50 chance of moving up, right? So not a good probability. That 50-50 to me is gambling. There's no edge there, right? There's no edge. So typically what will happen is price will create a top wick, activate all the buyers who are taking buys on this closure, and then back down we go to stop them all out. So typically happens, we see it over and over and over again. If you guys are ever wondering why we didn't take a buy when the candle closed with no top wick, this is the reason why, because this is typically what you're going to get out of it. So let's go ahead and take a look. We got this resistance right here, which we did close above, but again, no top wick. There's another resistance to the left, which is about 17 pips away. So let's go ahead and leave our resistance there right now. And then you clearly have a support right here. So this is the range that we're currently trading in on the hourly time frame. I believe we're back up in this 2033 zone here. So we did just close bearish here on the 30, and price has created resistance. So looking pretty good so far. You got a support down here. I don't really like this range that much. It's been very hectic in this range the past couple days, right? Again, if you look left, we're back in this whole, we're back in this whole zone right here, right? So this is been a very tough zone for gold. As you can see, when we finally break out, we typically have a decent move down, but decent move down here, right? But it's been very choppy within this range here. So not going to touch anything. Pretty much going to wait for CPI here today. Not going to get caught up in anything pre-CPI. So what I'm going to look for today is pretty simple. Let's measure the range out here. This is about a 59 pip range. If we're looking at these resistances here, you have this major support. So what I would like to see potentially is like some sort of a closure below 29. Right, if we can get a close below 29, so CPI is going to be pretty aggressive here, I believe. So you may get a very strong candle down, and maybe like some sort of a pullback on the lower time frame for price to continue, right? Continue down here. So I do want to see a close below before we take sells. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like on the daily. Hold on, let me get rid of this. Yeah, that'll be the daily candle just moving its way back down here. So there's really no confirmation on the higher time frame outside of the 4-hour lows breaking. The daily would still be kind of bullish and making its way down, but this would be strong confirmation being that the 4-hour candle closes bearish, and then the next one should continue driving. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna look for here today. I'm gonna stay out of this range for the most part on gold from the 30-minute time frame. And then if I am going to take buys today, it's most likely going to be above, 39 here. Yeah, 39. Let this range is typically before CPI. There will be a big range, right? There will be a pretty decent sized range because that CPI candle, that CPI print, will be a monster candle, right? That will typically be the candle that'll break us out of the big range, and then we have clean traffic moving up. And we also have clean traffic on the way down. So that's what I'm going to look at here today for gold. Pretty big no trade range, but again, major news coming in. So I'm just going to keep sells below 29 here and then look to take potential buys above 38, 39. So that is the vibes here today on gold. Yeah, you don't really want to take a buy here, right? Because if you take a buy above this resistance, you have another one here. And then if you take a buy above that one, you have another one here, right? And then you have another one here. And then a very strong resistance right here. But above that, what do we see? We see wicks to fill, and we see ranges to fill, right? So this is where I will look to trade here today, somewhere within this range. And then above that is pretty clean as well. And then same thing, down here is nice clean candles, where we can see price come down towards like 2022 there. So that'll be the vibes here for me today on gold. I'm gonna stay patient, gonna stay waiting, right, until CPI comes out, and until then, this is gonna be a no trade range for me right here. And then anything above, what is that, 38,741, anything above there is pretty clean. I'll look to trade in these ranges, very clean up here as well, if price really wants to rip up. And then anything below 29 is pretty solid as well for a nice clean move down, right? And if we do break below these 4-hour lows, you should see that next 4-hour candle begin to drive down. So that is what I'll look for here today. Yeah, that's it. We're going to be patient, or I'm going to be patient today. Y'all can do whatever you want, but I will be patient, and I will just wait for CPI. I'll get some direction, and then I'll see if we can make some moves here, make some noise in these ranges. So that's the day. Yeah. Casino time. Yeah. You guys hitting the casino today or what? Buy stops, sell stops for CPI? Maybe we'll get some expert advice from Sam Capital in just a few moments. Cool. All right, let me y'all got this? This is what I'm looking at here. So that's it here for me on gold. I'm just gonna draw some lines here. Boom, let's clone it. And yeah, plenty of room today. Plenty of room. You see this whole move right here? This whole move can get corrected, right? So CPI is not one to play with. Let's get some direction here, and then we should have a clean range to trade in today. So that's what I'm gonna be looking at on gold, and yeah, target these levels up here, and then we close above 48 here today. It's gone. It's a goner. But yeah, that's it. So that's the day there. What up, classic trader? Good morning. Yeah, let's take a look at Nas100 real quick too. Let's do a quick breakdown here, and let's see what is going on. So, oh wow, weekly broke the highs here. So okay, so weekly did break highs here on Nas100. Looks like we just broke them too. Let's go ahead and take a look at the daily here. Yeah, daily's pumping up here with no bottom wick. So we got no bottom wick on this daily candle, or very little bottom wick. But you do have a resistance right up here, which is about 100 100-point move, so not too bad. Let's go see what this looks like on the lower time frames here. So look, you got a resistance on the 4-hour, right? You also have a support, and right now you're struggling. So you've been running up on the 4-hour for quite a bit. You did break above, very weak, very weak closure, followed by another weak bullish candle. So let's see if we get if we can get somewhat of a support or something formed here on the 30-minute. Yeah, 1 hour is trying to work on a support here. Let's take a look at the 30. 30's ranging a bit. Everything will range until CPI here. So let me take a look at the 1 hour again. Yeah, we want to kind of see this start to range. You see how it's ranging on the 30? Have another little resistance there. We want to begin to see this thing range a bit. So you pretty much have your support right here, main support. You also have a resistance currently right here, and then there is a nice clean move coming up. So if this happens before CPI, I'll just whatever, let it go. But yeah, it's pretty tight range here on the 30-minute time frame. So keep an eye out on Nasdaq, because NY Open may give an opportunity. I may be interested. We'll check back on this in about 12-13 minutes for the NY Open. But yeah, Nas100 is pretty simple here today. I would be surprised if we do break out before CPI, but if we do, you know, we got clean range coming up. So that's Nasdaq, and yeah, pretty simple here today. So no trade range, right? Very simple. Not going to touch anything within here. It's choppy. I don't want to be involved in trades with candles that look like this, but you know, you got a nice clean move coming up and a nice clean move coming down here. So plenty of range. Just sit tight, be patient. Let's measure the range here as well. It's like a 27, 28 pip range. Below that is a 35 pip range. We got to be careful here, right? Because we got no bottom wick on the daily. So you could see something like this, right? Where daily candle or this candle closes maybe below, next candle pops, moves down, right? Creates a daily bottom wick and begins to move up from there. So let's sit tight and be patient here. This will give us much more range to play in as well, especially if we can get all this to go down prior to the new 4-hour candle. So yep, that's the day for me on Nas, and yeah, that should do it. All right. Yeah, I wouldn't touch these sells here. I mean, price has to get down to 2029 somehow, right? But I don't think I'm going to be involved here. Be waiting on CPI. Cool. Questions, comments, concerns? What you got for me? Got a little bit of excess, a little bit of spring water. Chilling. GJ. Oh, yeah. Who's GJ? Oh, yeah. Forgot about GJ. All right. Let's take a look at GJ. Yeah. This thing's nasty. Candle closed with no top wick, right? This wick came up, activated all the buyers potentially, then drove down. 4-hour candle is just nasty consolidation. So we did close below the support there on the 4-hour. But if you notice, very strong support right here. And this support right here also matches up with this new support that was formed on the 1-hour. And then there's also these supports here on the 30-minute, right? So very, very nasty consolidation. You should see a breakout though. Like when we get a breakout here on pound yen, it should be pretty solid. So I'm not really interested in buys too much. I will look to potentially take range 2 buys today. And I know we did close bullish, right? But it is nasty, right? We closed in this, if you look left, we closed in there's a lot of rejection here. There's also a lot of resistance here as well. So I know we did close bullish, but this move, I believe, is going to be corrected here. Yeah, I think this move is going to get corrected. Excuse me. And we could potentially move down. So depending on how the 4-hour closes, right? If we can get a 4-hour closure that is like a celery play, something like this, where this candle closes below and then the actual 30-minute closes below that support there, then I'm going to be very, very interested in sells here today. So that would also be us re-breaking the daily lows as well. So that's going to be a big closure. This is your current daily low right here. And if we can break that and get a closure below, then I think you'll see a really nice push down here today. We probably come down into these ranges like right around here, right? These wicks, see all these wicks to the left? These will most likely be supports. Yeah, you see this? So we'll probably come down into like 184.600. That'll be our first target here today. And then if we do get through there, then you may see a potential for like 184 flat to kind of correct that move there. So yeah, that's the day on pound yen. I wouldn't touch anything in here, to be honest. There's not much that excites me there. So sells below 185.320 for me, and then I'll look to take sells below here. Yeah, and I'll look to take buys. Probably gonna wait for range 2 buys. I know it's a little different, but this is a little bit more based off experience than actually what you see on the chart. So that's what I'm gonna look for here today. Yeah. Sound good? Hey Melvin, how you doing, man? Welcome, welcome. Check charts for stream on Discord. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll check it in a moment. Yeah, I'll check it in 1 second. Good morning, Sam Capital. Sam is in Zoom. Sammy boy is here. He is here. Ali Rez is in the house. My boy Green's in the house. What up, Green? How you doing? Yeah, Nas. I would much rather wait for a 4-hour close here on Nas, to be honest. Let CPI come out, let 4-hour candle close, and then we go from there. Because I think we may see, if we can get a 4-hour closure, right, that either closes bullish, we can come up and fill this wick, right, and come up into that resistance. Or if this candle closes bearish, right, then that's when you may see the next candles move down, right? Because yes, we are bullish here, but doesn't it look like we need a pullback, right? I can see price coming down into these zones here, so we may need a pullback. Yes, I am bullish on Nasdaq overall, but we also need some sort of a pullback, right? So we can go higher, and that would require a support. And in order for a support to be formed, you would need a pullback, a couple bearish candles, and then a bullish candle, right? So if this, depending on how this 4-hour candle closes, we will follow price. Yeah. Cool. Hey Nick, you started looking at Nas from this year? Yeah, last year. Yeah, last year. So we've been watching Nasdaq for about, I don't know, chat. What would you say? What would you say? Like 5 months? 5-6 months? The first half of 2023, we watched US 30, or I watched it, right? I watched US 30 and kind of felt it out and just didn't really like the pair. You know, nothing wrong with it. I know a lot of people trade the Dow, but it just didn't fit me, didn't fit my personality, my trading style. So decided to look at another pair, and that other pair was Nasdaq, right? So that pair moves very, very well during the NY session, after the NYSE open. And, you know, it moves like gold, right? Once you trade pairs like gold or US 30, it's very difficult to go back and trade a pair like, let's say, you know, I don't know, Euro USD or something, right? So they move totally different. So yeah, I did want to find a pair like gold that moves like this pair, and yeah, Nasdaq was the one, and probably been watching that for like 6 months now. Just win. Yo, you guys are funny. Don't worry, I read my Bible today. Yesterday I was a little bit busy, so need Jesus, man. What up, Landon? What's good, Sam Capital? Let's bring him up here. Nick, how you doing?
How you doing, bro?
What's up, brother?
Yo, I'm chilling.
How we feeling up there in the White House today?
Not too bad, not too bad. Very good, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm happy I'm here today, bro. Yesterday, had
Happy
the
to have
headset
you.
malfunction. Other day, just like the nastiest storm I've freaking seen. And then, yeah, bro, I just got the freaking old one.
Yeah, nah, I noticed that. I see the
Yeah, I just put the
turquoise.
old one in. Bro, I don't know why. I plug it in. I was like, okay, maybe the cable's not working to charge it. Plugged it in for a little while, and I was like, all right, let's turn it on, see if it's got any juice in it. Turned off for a little bit. I was like, all right, let me plug it back in, so that way I still have like I can get on the
Dang.
stream. Bro, I plugged it back in, and then it was completely dead again. So I was like, what? Me,
They
it's
don't
something
they don't
about
want
me
to
and
see
the
you win.
mics, bro. I
Yo,
know.
they don't want to see you
They're
up
trying
here
to
preaching.
silence me, bro.
I'm telling you, the Matrix, bro. We're glitching.
The
We're in-
Matrix, we're glitching, bro.
We're in heavy glitch mode to all 2024, man. I'll be honest. It's the year of glitching.
It is. Yo, what up, Paras? Let's see who's here today. Louis G.
Parras.
Level up.
What up,
Land.
Parras?
Tono, I need a max win. Nice. I like that. I need
What,
a max win.
What do you think about CPI here today, Sam?
I'm personally pretty bearish on CPI just because the daily candle, all the technicals, at least from the higher time frame, looking pretty bearish. Daily candle, previous 4 hour.
Weekly got
And
no
then,
top wick, so that might just run.
Yeah.
And we may not come create a top wick. You know, it might just blow down.
But yeah, they're looking to see green numbers today, so I mean that would be bearish for gold. Because if we're gonna see the inflation up, the year-for-year inflation is up, then we'll possibly see Powell come in and talk about keeping rates up higher for longer to just, you know, continue the battle against the inflation.
Yeah.
And he speaks at the end of the month, so
Oh, Papa Powell coming in first of the year.
yeah, I was like, okay. I think it is literally the last day of the month, the 31st.
He's gonna
Let
pull
me
up,
double check.
dust his suit off.
Yeah.
I am here. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to seeing this print. CPI print. Yeah, did you guys get rid of all that snow yet, or what? Now
Dude,
it's
well,
just
like,
stuck on the ground.
yeah, it was like Janosh was explaining it to me. So was AB Mike, because like they've been up in like Germany where it's like snowy and that. Like,
Germany.
more often here at least, yeah. And they said it was called like blitz ice. I've never even. So it's like, bro, it's like normal rain. As soon as it hits the ground, it turns to ice, and then
Sheesh.
yeah. So it was
Slippery. It
crazy.
gets slippery out here.
But the second you touch it, then it would melt. So it was like, bro, I was like coming back from the gym right when it was about to start, and some lady was coming around the corner, and she started Tokyo drifting. I was like, yo, what's going
Ooh.
on, bro?
Yo, you ever seen that one video on the highway where like people can't even see? They're just running into
I
other
know.
cars like boom, boom. That's that's probably not in America. That's probably somewhere else.
Yeah, that's
Where it's
scary though.
cold.
Like getting entrapped.
Yeah,
all the
dude.
cars piling up.
Oh my
That's
god.
scary, bro.
Then you start to see how
Yeah.
heavy that metal is.
Yeah, for real.
TK's in the heezy. What up, TK? What up, Shad? Good morning, Shad. Augie's in the building. What up, Augie? What up, Dominic?
What up, Augie?
There they go. There they go.
Dominic.
There's everyone. Louis G's in the building. What up, Louis G? I saw you on Raja stream, bro. Where do you find the time to do everything? Yeah, man. I don't know. Just make the
Said
time.
freedom, baby.
Yeah, I seen Raja was live this morning. I was like, yo, Raja Banks. Oh, late.
Was he? Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Green got you right now. Yes. What up, Forex Frank? Good morning. What's goody?
Forex Frank.
Oh, was driving to work this morning and seen a McLaren. Nice. Why is that guy driving your car, Lewis? Don't you guys ever get frustrated? Like, man, I see a guy driving my 488 Piste, and I'm like, that guy doing in my car? Right? Hey, they make them for someone, gang. Why not you? Right? They make McLarens for someone. Why not you? Lamborghinis for someone. Why not you? Sam, you out there drifting too, right? And that what else you got? You got
I got a Honda,
and the
and then I got the Challenger.
and the Challenger, yeah.
But the Challenger, bro, nah.
Yeah, you can't do it.
I'm scared, but I don't want to do anything bad.
Nah.
Like a little bit though, just a little bit, but
A little something.
the Honda, bro. Yeah, you put it in reverse. It's front wheel drive, and then you just
Yo.
crank it, bro.
Yo,
Sometimes
front
I
wheel
just
drive.
take it straight up and I try to drift it, like just going like forwards. But you need a lot of ice for that.
It's icy. It's icy.
Be sliding.
Yeah, I actually haven't had winter in like 2 years now.
Yeah, bro. This might be my last one. It's so
Oh.
cold, bro. It's so cold. Like
Oh,
I don't know
bro,
why.
yeah.
I just feel like it's so much colder now than it's ever been for like some odd reason.
It's getting cold, man.
You know, like yeah.
Yeah, it's been, for me, man, once I had like the kids and stuff, I'm like, we got to get up out of here. You know, like once we knew Anna was pregnant and all that, I'm like, we got to get going, man. We can't be staying in this frozen tundra with our kids, man. That's how the kids get sick all the time. And
Yeah, it's just crap, dude. Like I don't know, like yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. When I was younger, it made more sense. Like
Yeah.
just from the fact that like with the snow, like sled riding, making snowmen. But
for sure.
nowadays it's just like, bro, if I'm trying to go somewhere or do something, it's like sometimes I really can't. So it's like the most inconvenient thing ever.
Yeah, the coolest part about freedom and, you know, having time and money, because remember, there's people who have a lot of money, gang, but I would never trade lives with them, right? Some of them are just so miserable, so stingy, so focused on the next dollar, right? They got no time. They're always focused on money. So you got people in this category who have a whole bunch of money but no time, and then you have people in the other category, which I'm sure most of your friends are in, which have a lot of time and no money, right? Those are the guys that are just kind of sitting back playing video games in their mom's basement, right? So to be able to have time and money, you don't have to be a millionaire, right? But to be able to have time and money working on your side, now if you want a winter, you can get a winter, right? Let's say I don't want a whole 4-month winter. I just want a 1-week winter, right? I just go fly somewhere where it's cold, fly somewhere where it's snowy, take my kids sleigh riding, and then shoot back to Florida, right? Because you got time and money working for you, and you have that freedom to move how you want to move in life. And honestly, if you're not striving for that every single day, what are you doing? What are you doing?
That's one of my goals, 100%. I love like where I live. So it's super peaceful, super nice. But bro, there's just some months where, you know, Florida or something might be a little nicer. Even like Georgia or South Carolina, bro. I'll take anything.
Georgia. Yeah, man. Seriously.
Anything, bro.
Yeah, you have to look. This was my total burning desire obsession. For almost a decade, I obsessed over freedom. And finally got it, you know? So if you're not really striving, really obsessing over that, man, and working towards it every day, I don't know what you're doing. I really don't. Don't you guys want to do what you want, when you want, where you want, with who you want, for as long as you want, because you can, right? To have time and money, 6 Saturdays and a Sunday for the rest of your life. What would that be like? Right? Imagine having 6 Saturdays and a Sunday for the rest of your life. Free to do what you want. My wife woke up from bed just a few minutes ago, and she was going back in. I said, enjoy your freedom. You know, and enjoy it. I'll see you at 10. I'll see you in 3 hours. Crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's the goal. Should be
Goals, baby.
everybody's goal, just like you just said, though. Like, anything is possible, man. You can make this life whatever you want.
Yeah.
There hasn't been anything that I absolutely, like, my utmost just wanted, craved, felt like I needed that I didn't get because I worked hard for it.
Yeah, I think if I can go back and I'll teach my kids this, but if I can go back and have any type of mindset from a kid, it would be that anything is possible. Anything. Anything is possible.
Yeah,
anything that someone else has already done, and even if someone else hasn't done it, it's still possible, right? If you can dream it and you can visualize it and you can obsess over it and, you know, figure out a plan to get to it, it's possible. Most people are just scared and lazy and they won't do the work, right? But anything you desire, gang, is right out there in front of you. The results are guaranteed if you do the work it takes, right? A lot of people have the outward goal, right? But they don't want to do the day-to-day work. And a lot of times we begin to tell our friends, I'm going to eat really good and I'm going to work out. And man, when I'm working out, I'm going to look. And we release these endorphins, right? That almost make us feel as if we've accomplished the goal, right? So a lot of people get high off of telling people what they're going to do. But then when it comes time to walk it, they fail to do that, right? So just don't fail, right? If it's nothing wrong with, you know, kind of blowing it one day, but if you blew it that day, don't go 2 days in a row, right? If you have a goal to be fit and do this and do that, and you say I'm gonna hit the gym 6 days a week and eat good 6 days a week, and Wednesday comes around and you kind of mess up, it's okay, right? It's okay. Just Thursday, get back on it, right? Don't let more than 2 days go by with you kind of slacking off on your plan. So, and if you'll do that, you'll get your desired result, right? You'll get your desired outcome. Most times you just don't do it for the whole year, right? You set the New Year resolution. I'm going to be this. I'm going to do that. I want it. But you don't get there. And the reason you don't get there is not because it's not possible. It's because you didn't do the work, right? At some point you fell off. And now you just got to get back on track. That's it. Get back on track. Sunny California, baby. Yes, sir. What up, Joe Fargo? Sandman. What's good, Sandman?
Sandman.
Oh, yes. Chart for stream. I'm so sorry. Let's do it. I'm just rambling over here. Don't listen to me. I'm just, you know. Oh, there we go. I'm like, am I bugging? All right, let's take a look at this chart. So we have waited for potential sells on 30-minute on GJ. Needed a closure below. What time frame is this? 30 minute? Need a closure below. Okay. Since it closed above support, we made a top wick, entered buys. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, on here, right? Yeah, this was that support that we have marked off currently. Yeah, not bad. Close 50% right there. That's what I would do. Or probably even close 80 and close here due to the full. Yeah, beautiful move, man. Beautiful move. I think for me, I probably would have liked to see that support be a little bit like stronger. But other than that, I mean, a support's a support, right? You closed below the range or above the range here. That was a telltale sign that we would reject. And yeah, way to take advantage of the next ride up. Yeah, I think that's a good trade. Yeah, W trade, man. Simple onion play. All right. Buy off support. Good job. Good. Nothing really outside of that. I think that was right here, right? Yeah, I mean, outside of that weak candle, other than that, it was really good move. Yeah, good job, bro. You're in sells on GJ? Thinking of holding it? Oh, nice. Nice, nice. Oh, yeah, you had a little celery play there. Yeah. Yeah, I would go break even here. When you tap into that support, you may come back up, but yeah, it's a good move too. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Paraz, didn't find any good setups in London. No trade today. Beautiful. Beautiful. Got saved from 1L. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with no trade days. Nothing wrong with no trade days, man.
Yeah, 100%. Especially like if you're in London session and you know that CPI is coming later.
Yep.
Like, you know.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, W.
When is CPI? I'm about to sleep. You could take like a 15-minute nap and then CPI will be here.
8 minutes on the nose though. 1 minute too long, you might be gone. You might miss it.
Johnny Boy's in the house.
Boy, bring him up. He's rocking Gunners today.
Yo, we got the Gunners. Johnny Boy, how you doing?
Yo, what's good, boys?
How you feeling?
How are you, bro?
Amazing, bro. How you guys doing?
Gee, better than I deserve.
Got it.
Blessed and highly favored. Fantastic times 10.
That's what I like to hear, bro.
Feeling incredible. Feeling flow. You
Freak
see this
yeah.
water? I'm flowing like the water today, baby. We're
Bring
just
that energy
flowing,
to me,
baby.
bro. Let's get it.
How you doing?
Be like water. Let's get it.
Be like water, friends. Hey, where's Be Like Water at? Or be
Yo, good morning. Good morning, chat. Hope everyone's having a great day. Let's get it. Let's be patient and disciplined today to ourselves. Oh.
Sir, it's the beginning of the year. It's our first CPI report. No reason to do anything stupid today. You don't need to over risk. You don't need to do anything crazy.
nothing.
We're 11 days into January. We got 350 something more to go.
Facts.
We got a long stretch ahead of us here, chat.
Yeah, and 11 more CPI reports.
Hey, if you want to be a winner today, don't focus on yesterday. Don't even focus on tomorrow. Let's say focus on right now, today, the current day. Let's just win the day, right? If we just stay present in the current moment and just focus on winning the current day, we're gonna win every day.
That's right.
Let's get it. Just win.
Just win. I like it.
Just win. Yo,
That's
just
it, bro.
win.
That's it.
Simple.
all you
Just
gotta do.
win. Simple. Yeah, keep it simple.
Yeah, there was an audio podcast I would listen to years ago. It was Find a Way to Win. It was by a gentleman who I highly respect. His name is Brad Duncan, and wow, that whole audio changed my entire life. And like I was saying, anything's possible. Like I was saying earlier, it's just most people aren't willing to do the work. But if you really want it, you will find a way to win. All right, you'll find a way to win at all costs.
It's simple too. The output is always guaranteed. You just gotta follow the formula. The output's guaranteed. Are you gonna follow the recipe, the formula? If you can do that, you'll get a guaranteed outcome.
That is true. That is true.
Very true.
Thank you for all the knowledge and company you share here. Oh yes, my pleasure. Left can. I like that. Left can. If you're feeling good today, give the stream a like. And if you haven't subbed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, man. We're about to naturally hit 30K here.
Oh. Let's get it.
Do we hit 30K today? It's looking like a 30K day, eh? Hey, what up,
so.
Forex Frank?
Okay, baby. Yo, man, those cells low-key weren't bad on the 30, even though we were creating the range, but
This one?
I stayed out of it due to news at 8:30, just waiting on that.
Yeah. Yeah, if we didn't have news, I mean, we are bearish on the day, so that's not a bad idea. Broke the highs there now. Wow.
Yeah.
30K profits, AB Mike. Yeah. Yes, sir. Now we talking.
Let's go, baby. It's time to run with the skill set. Consistency. You can be winning trades right now at $50 a piece. That's cool. If you're a long-term thinker, in 2 to 5 years, your $50 trade could be a $1,500, right? Or a $10,000 win. So just stay consistent and be in the game for the long term. Skill set, baby.
Yep. Yeah, long haul, man. Who's in it for the long term? How many of you guys are in it just to make a couple quick bucks? It's fine if you are, but if you're in it for the long term, that's typically the people we're talking to on this stream. Like, if you're a big dreamer, a big winner, if you had a rough life and you're an underdog and people always counted you out, those are the people that we talk to on the stream. Right? If you're just a Quaker Oat or, you know, someone who's just trying to kind of grab some dollars and go to the next stream, you know, we're typically not talking to you, but we're talking to those who really want to excel, who really want to create freedom and go to the next levels in their life. Long-term thinkers. You show me a long-term thinker, I'll show you someone who either has success or will somehow run into success. You show me a short-term thinker, I will show you someone who is most likely broke and I have more money in an arm's reach than they probably have in their bank account. So don't be a short-term thinker, gang. Don't be a short-term thinker.
Oh.
Long run, baby. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, yes, sir, Sandman. Hey, good morning, brother. Marathon.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Quit my job, never look back. There you go, brother. That's it. No option. Burn the ships. When you burn the ships, you got nowhere to go. You either win the battle or you die trying.
Facts.
Let the fires light the way.
Yeah. No plan B here.
Once you start trading, there's no going back. There's no going back. It's like the mob. Once you're in, you're in.
Hey, once you got that chain on, you're in.
What's your bias on gold? I'm going to wait for CPI. I think CPI is going to give us a much better direction, but we did close bearish here yesterday. That whole celery play worked out that we talked about yesterday. Notice how price did actually move down, broke the lows, attempted to fill that wick. So yeah, we did close bearish here yesterday, but I want to see where you know, where this CPI leads us, and then we'll follow suit. Do I have a Telegram? Nope. I used to have a Telegram. I got an Instagram. Hey, yo, who's coming to the meetup this weekend? We're doing a traders meetup in St. Pete. Who's coming? How many guys are in Florida, around St. Pete, Tampa, Clearwater? Who's pulling up?
Yo, facts. Let me know in the chat. Hey, what's good, TK? TK's pulling up.
Oh, TK's coming. Let's go. Do I have a Telegram? No. I got an Instagram, though. This is my IG right here, gang. If you guys want to follow me on IG. I usually put a lot of value on my stories, but you saying Telegram reminded me of my old days. Was it this one? This is the one where I was introducing time to eat, gang. Yeah, let's see if we could pop it up. Yeah. This is where we started Time to Eat 147 weeks ago. That's when I was giving the rundown on it. But yeah, it's my old Telegram channel. You reminded me of the olden days.
Man's had that bun. Man bun.
Yeah, live in the markets. No recruiting. This is back when them IML creatures were everywhere. Oh, look at that. Celery play. Yeah.
What's good, Landon? That, bro. I'll see you there, dog.
Oh, Landon's coming too. That's right. Yeah, Landon's going to be there.
Let's get
Who
it.
else is coming? Anybody? I know there's going to be, there's probably going to be a lot of people there. What up, Ryan Jocelyn? Good to see you here today, man. What's up, AJ? Gonna get a change of weather from Kentucky. Let's go ahead and see what the weather's looking like on Sunday. What are we looking at here, John?
Facts, bro.
70 degrees. And then Monday, almost 80.
Hell yeah, bro. Should start to get nicer weather here as the days go on.
Yeah, I think we're cruising back into spring. Hallelujah.
Yeah. Thank God.
It's been 2 weeks of cold, man. Sheesh.
Hey, bro, it was brick this morning. Forgot I was in Florida. I was like, wait, what?
The meetup in St. Pete is on Sunday. This Sunday here, the 14th. The 14th. 20 in Houston? No way. Damn. Sheesh. Houston's really nice. I was looking at homes in Houston, man. You can get a lot of bang for your buck out there. No, TK, don't bring your winter coat. You might need a raincoat.
Maybe an umbrella.
I would come too far from Greece, bro. Yo, Alexandros, I'm gonna have to visit you in Greece, man.
Facts.
Damn. So many stories
Greece.
of Greece. I want to go there so bad.
Yeah, I got big plans in Greece.
Greece. Oh, Forex Frank, you coming or what? Oh, no way.
Frank,
30s?
what, bro?
Chill.
Sheesh.
Chill, chill, chill. I'm gonna try, but I'm on a call. The Matrix got you. It's time to unplug, Ryan.
The Matrix. Time to glitch.
Yo, what up, Anthony? Happy New Year, bro. Cheers to a big blessing in 2024.
What's up, Anthony?
Oh, good. Oh, yeah, we're coming to Brazil, man. Brazil's on the list, too. All right, we got 5 minutes here until we get our print. Oh, we got some people from Greece. Nice, nice. Happy New Year. Hey, God bless you too, brother. Next time I come to New York, you already know. Gold pumping? Nothing too crazy here. 5 minutes and we got major news coming out. Major news. We're more so looking at 9:15 trade here today. 9:15, 9:30. GJ rejecting there. Been live in the room. Yeah, I seen you in the room. I was trying to talk to you, but I don't think you could hear me. I seen you running that simulation. The simi. How's the car, bro? How's the car? How's the car? Always welcome to Greece. Hey, I can't wait. Don't worry, you guys will know when I'm in Greece. All right, well, gold moving up here. Are we gonna do the pump and dump or what?
I don't know. That would be some crazy.
I'm excited for the print.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Right?
Yeah. That was a nice sell-off. Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah, good job. I forgot who said that they were in these cells, but yeah, solid. I know it's one of our main guys, but I'm sorry, I can't remember. What's the lowest time frames I look at? Usually the 15-minute. Yeah, my favorite time frame is the 30-minute time frame.
Same.
0.01 for news. Holy. Damn, we got a lot of people from Greece. Nice. I'm here to see the fireworks. Yeah, 1 minute and 35 seconds. High chance that we move up. And then we just down we go. BTC buy or sell? I don't know. I haven't looked at BTC today.
See no time.
George VDM was good. Yeah. All right, 1 minute. Hero of the day is in the house. Take a cookie of your BTC. Yes, I know. I think I'm gonna just hang on to everything, bro, and just continue to average in. ETH on the run, eh? We're waiting for the next hype story now. I'm sure the big boys are gonna secure their bags here and then re-enter. Got a sell limit. Nice. Nice idea. Oh, there it goes. Did it get activated?
Damn.
No top wick on the
Damn,
weekly.
Daniel.
See the numbers. What did he get? Green numbers. Yes, let's see if it keeps coming down.
Down, down, baby. Unemployment yet to be released. Green numbers on unemployment too. Yeah. Oh yeah. We should see a move down here on gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get this
Wait for us.
Yeah, daily targets are pretty solid here today.
Lots of volume.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, gold ain't waiting on us.
They're like TTE who?
Yeah. 1 hour pack runner, like who? That looks crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
4 hour looking good. Looking real good. You got a 4 hour close below 2019 here. 2018, yeah, 2019. Goner.
Who took sells?
Yeah, did that sell limit get activated? If it did, that's nice. In Sam we trust. In Sam we trust.
yeah.
Yeah, the only thing for me there was like, man, going right into it, that 30-minute close, like nice and bullish. I didn't even get a top wick on my MetaTrader.
Really?
Huh?
Nah, not on
Oh wow, no
TFT.
30-minute top wick either.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I don't know. Very interesting.
See what Nasdaq did. Yeah, same thing here. Sheesh.
Wow. Yeah, Nas went crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, if we can get a nice closure on the 4 hour, I would love to see a pullback here. Nice little pullback. And then we should be good to rip the rest of the day. Good stuff, Goldie. 5-minute candle still open here. A lot of action.
Yeah, Notion sells. Oi.
Ooh, nice.
All
Nice,
right.
Yanosh.
So I made a bag, bro.
He got that bag on him.
Got that bag on me.
Yeah,
good job, bro.
Or I'm gonna let this candle close. I'm probably gonna look towards the 4 hour close here.
Yeah, Marcus. That's why I love gold. Crazy moves.
Yeah, I never like to sell on this candle. This one is sometimes it's pointless for me because you'll be in a good position and then right away flip back on you. You know, you get break even or you get stopped out or whatever. Yeah, for those that are new, we never trade the news candle here, or I never trade it. Very, very rarely, unless I get the secret inside information tip from Mr. Sam Capital himself. But other than that, we typically will wait for the candle to close, get some direction, and then we will look to scout our positions for the remainder of the morning.
Yeah, well, we've only had that happen like one time.
Yeah,
One
once or
news trade.
twice.
Once or twice, yeah.
120 pips in 2 minutes. Yeah. If I can make 10 grand in my country, that would be 2.8 million in my currency. Living like a king. Shee. You're already living like a king,
do it,
I'm
bro.
sure. Yeah. Think about the kings, man. We live way better than kings used to live.
Sure.
They didn't even have a car.
Facts, bro.
We
They're
can
riding
get-
horses.
We can get in like 20, 30 minutes where it took them like 2 days to get.
For real.
Time is valuable, man. 10% in 1 minute. Holy. Good job, Yanosh. W.
Wow, yeah, time. Wow.
Yeah, good stuff, dog.
That's a W.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was just weird running like right into it. Like, you know, like I would have liked to have seen a resistance form like right before that happens, but
Yeah, give me 1 sec. I'll be right there.
yeah. Gold does what gold wants.
Literally.
Like you would say, bro.
For real. Don't care about us traders, man.
too stressful for you trading the news, and that's perfectly fine, right? You don't want to put yourself in situations you're not comfortable in.
1000%, especially in trading.
Yeah, if you know that like you and news just don't go well together, no problem, let me go.
For real.
Yeah.
Imagine an intelligent business owner invested in something he was stressed about that might have not worked, right? That wouldn't be wise. Yes, Sam, that's a new mic, right?
This one, no. This is the old one, bro. Yeah,
Oh,
the new one, it ain't turning on.
oh, damn. The old one sounds good though, so.
Yeah, I like it's because of the wire.
Yeah. Word.
It's got like an aux input. Oh, this gold volume is crazy.
For real, bro.
Yeah, I just love watching it.
Same, dude. I love watching candles print. Who else in the chat likes watching candles move? 80 pips slip? Damn. Yeah, that's another reason I don't like trading news.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
Yeah.
It's probably like whenever, like for you guys that saw what my NFP trade, like I enter right before if I'm super confident. Just because I don't want to take a buy stop or a sell stop and get slipped, and then I don't even have the entry I want.
Facts.
But it has to be absolutely perfect. You love watching candles? Yeah, see, I love watching candles too. I really do. And I feel like, you know, just loving the craft, loving the charts, kind of having, I guess, like a passion for it in a way. And that just helps you so much with showing up every single day. And yeah.
Oh, yeah. You get experience, see the same things happening, you know, especially when you're locked in on one or two pairs, see the same things happening day in, day out. Start getting familiar.
Yeah, like you don't gotta be a dopamine junkie and try and like enter every single trade you see, you know, just let them go. You know, let them go, watch them, and grow from the experience.
1000%. It's very chill and relaxed too at the same time.
Yeah.
If you're just sitting.
Yes, sir. Let the candles make the decisions.
That's it. That's all we do. The candles, we go off of what the candles are telling us, the information they're giving us. We use that to our advantage. That's it. Our job is coming second to the markets.
$2,872.72 in 7 minutes. 77. Nice job.
Damn, bro.
Locked in from Jamaica. What up, man? Ew. All hat. No.
We'll be there soon, yo.
Yeah, we will. Jamaica. Let's go ahead and take a look at Nas. Wow, really ripping here. Sheesh. Yep. What about pound yen? Yeah, confused. Yeah, if we can actually get a closure below on pound yen, I like the sells. But don't know if that's gonna happen. A few years ago, you would have entered. Yeah, me too. Me too. I would have been in there. Probably would have got Probably would have got a nice, beautiful entry, like right here. And then price would have pulled back and I would blew my account. That's typically what would happen. I'm like, yeah, let's put your seatbelts on, get ready for the rut. Blown account. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Yeah, and then I heard Mark Douglas say something that completely changed my trading. And you want to know what he said? You want to know what he said that completely changed everything? I'll tell you guys when we get to 500 likes. Yeah, 500.
Yeah, like it up.
And 30K subs.
Like it up. Getting free knowledge.
Mark Douglas is the GOAT. Yeah, man.
He's like my favorite trader to listen to be honest.
He wasn't even a trader. That's the crazy part. He was barely even like a trader. He was more so like a psychologist. Like, I don't even know. That dude just had his head on right.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm gonna listen. So.
The Disciplined Trader, yeah. I never read that book. I listened to a few audios about it, but spam the likes, G. Yeah, he was a coach. Yeah, he was like a mindset coach. And here's what he said. He said, wait, hold on. No, we can't do that yet. 500 likes. We'll talk about it.
Like it up if you want to hear this. Could be a gem that changes your life and perspective on everything.
Got a question for you. Should Christians manifest? I believe that it's only an empowering vision of Christian. Well, what did Jesus say? He said, when you pray, believe that you have already received what you have asked for. What does that sound like?
Sounds like manifesting.
See, the power of the spoken word is evident, right? It clearly works too. Now, when you put God's word into it, takes on a whole nother life, right? Not only does it work just with regular words and regular talk, but when you back it with scripture, watch out. You might end up starting a YouTube channel, blowing up, impacting lives, saving soul. You never know. You never know what can go down. You never know.
I don't know, but endless times we see like people getting saved, the eyewitnesses of Jesus. When Jesus was doing his thing, right? When people were getting saved, the biggest thing I took away from the gospel was how important faith in Christ was to Jesus. And yeah, just try to use it in my life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all about time in a quiet place. I sent this yesterday in the Discord. Right? When you have a true relationship, not a religion, not something that you're just accustomed to or someone else made you do. No, a true relationship out of the heart. Then I think that's when you will hear the voice of the Lord. And what a beautiful voice it is. All right, we got 500 likes. All right. So, I forgot what he told me. I forgot what he said. Nah, I'm just kidding. So, we were talking about this move down, right? And how it's, very easy to make money, right? And what Mark Douglas said was anyone can make money on a trade, right? I can be brand new to trading. This could be my first day ever trading. And I could have hit the sell button right here and made thousands of dollars, right? But the disciplined trader develops an edge, develops a system, and sits tight and waits for it, right? The disciplined trader doesn't chase volume. The disciplined trader knows that, of course, I can hit sell right now. Like, how many times do we talk and I go, yeah, price should move down here, but I don't take the move, right? And that's because something that we call a system, right? The system hasn't showed up yet. So anybody can make money on the charts, gang, right? You don't have to be a good trader. You don't even have to be a trader to press a button and wait and make money. But the long-term professional traders, right? The traders that are going to be consistent year in and year out, those traders develop a system and they follow the system at all costs, right? Anyone can make money trading, but who can make it year after year after year after year, right? That is the question. That's the question. So can you pull that position off for the next 11 CPIs? I don't know. I don't know. Right? Will you be right about the next one? I don't know. But I do know is if you follow a system and you act only on the system and the edge, then you can basically guarantee yourself some sort of result at the end of the year, right? In our case, we hit about 75, 80% win rate, right? So the system will guarantee you that if you follow it day in and day out, right? So yeah, that's what Mark Douglas said. I didn't say it, he said it.
Funny.
The Disciplined Trader book is now in the Discord. Oh, nice. Oh, let's go. Yeah, just like you can rip a slot machine and make thousands of dollars, same thing here, right? But you didn't really do anything special to make that money, right? So anyone can make money in the markets. It's who's going to make money long term, right? That's why I always tell people, let's talk about it in 12 months, right? Let's talk in 12 months. Because that's where the difference really shows. It's not on the day-to-day or the week-to-week. It's more so on, you know, the quarter by quarter, I would say. Yeah, exactly. If you could operate a mouse pad and a keyboard, then you can put on a trade and you can make a lot of money. But yeah. Shout out to Mark Douglas, man. R.I.P.
Rip. So he's still remembered today. It's valuable.
Yep. Gonna name my future Forex company The Edge. Ooh, I like that. The Edge. A trader doesn't need to know what the price is gonna be to make money on any given trade. Yeah.
He's mad good at making voices.
You can tell I've listened to Mark Douglas a little bit, eh?
Oh yeah, bro.
All right, what's going on here? So 15-minute candle close. It's 8:45. There's 10 minutes here left for the 4-hour closure. So just gonna wait on that. If we can close below these ranges here, that'd be awesome. That'd be great. Do you mind explaining the system? A little bit, just because I want to see if we can get some positions here on the new 4-hour. So it's going to take a little bit longer than 9 minutes, but I do have a video on my channel. It's called the Playbook. I would highly recommend just checking that out, and that'll give you my entries and my setups that I take on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, Realtor Choice. Shout out to Realtor Choice. Dougie. Pound yen Consolidating. See where our
What's
4-hour
new?
close goes. My free trading view chart is not opening. Why? I have no idea, bro. I'm not trading view tech support. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Maybe they want you to buy something. I don't know. They're probably like, we're gonna close this account until you make some purchasing.
Maybe refresh it, brother. Try again.
Yeah, maybe refresh.
If there's a will, there's a way.
My pleasure, realtor choice. Yeah, it's pretty simple. I only look for three different ideas every day. If it's one of those three, I take it. If it's not, then just let it go.
Sure.
Very important to wait for this candle to close here. If you guys need to use the bathroom, do some push-ups, get a drink of water, I would do that now. We got about 7 minutes for the 4-hour close. George VDM, it's good.
What's up, George? Hey, good morning, Scott. What's up, brother? Hey, man, that was probably fire.
Oh, good morning, Scotty boy.
Right in the middle of the gospel.
Gospel of John
Yes.
chapter 15. Hey, abide in me, and I will abide in you. Hallelujah.
Oh.
Praise Jesus. I am nowhere without the power of the Lord, man. Without the Lord, this does not happen.
That's...
I'll be back. Gonna get some water. Alrighty. Do it, do it, do it. Yep, the vine and the branches, baby.
Yes, sir. When disbelief comes up in anyone's life, remember what Christ said, that we could do all things through him. He gives us the strength. So walk with that faith, right? He wants to see the faith in us. So
Sergio TT Bank Santos.
faith over fear.
Goody. Yeah, I'm gonna be right back myself. 1 second. What up, Hunter? How you doing, man?
What's up, Sergio? Good, bro. Yeah, TK, I'm excited too, bro. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, Hunter, hope you're doing good. Yourself. Facts, Scott. He also says test us in it. Yeah, man. He said, ask for anything in my name, and it will be given to you. But do you have faith when that prayer is prayed? Yeah, facts. TK, business expense for sure.
He said, ask anything in my name and I'll give it to you right away. That's not what he said, right?
What, bro?
No, I said a lot of times we read that scripture, but then we add words to it. Right away. I'll give it to you right away.
That's not true. He's going to give it to you. He may just give it to you in a different way than you thought you would get it.
All right, 3 minutes. Blast off. Write everything off to the Fed show. TK got them business expenses, bro. Scott, why are you ignoring AB Mike, bro? Come on. Just win. Blast off. Wow. Ripping. All right. Joey Stew in the house. How you doing?
Hey, Joey Stu, where you at?
Crack that laptop, eh?
Say something to me, brother.
Say something. Got to sell in the current 5 minute. Oh, nice. Nice, nice.
Hey, good job, Edson. Nice, looking like the 4 hours gonna close up bearish, Nick.
Yep. Blast off? Nah, that was the that was the music in the back. Blast off. All right, we got a nice rejection here too on the 4 hour. I want to see something here. Nope, we never did come up and break the high. All right, we did get a candle to close. So 4 hour candle closed. We closed bearish. We closed below. 1 hour also closed below. 30-minute close below as well. And yeah, it looks pretty good. We need a top wick on the new 4 hour and then we should be good to go. Should be Gucci.
Just wait on it.
Doop, doop, doop. 30K, 30K. See Nasdaq. Yeah, we're gonna need a top wick here.
UJ right at resistance too. So.
This is good. We made a bottom wick. If we can come up and make a top wick now and re-break the low, we should have a pretty decent wick fill here. Can we break the highs? Can we break the highs? Doop, doop, doop. 3, 2, 1 blast. Why do I look for wicks? Because if you guys notice, like 85% of candles have top and bottom wicks, and what those wicks are is their liquidity, right? So their price also, you know, has to make a new high, right? Because if we take this trade here and we base it off of the 30-minute, then this is our only stop that we have. We can base it off the 15, but this 15 high can get broken, right? As we create a new 4-hour top wick. So we don't want to put our trust in that until we actually get another 15 closure. Then we have previous candle stops. So yeah, that's why you also need a top wick as well. So you can give yourself an opportunity to have a stop loss, right? Because just like the market, how the market makes lows and lower highs and lower lows and lower highs, the same pattern you will find in candles, right? You'll have this is your high and this is your low, right? High, low, and then you have a new high and a new low, right? And a new high and a new low, and that's a nice candle trend. You see how each one of these candles here have respected the high of the previous candle, and then once price moves up, what do we call that? Break of structure, right? Break of structure. So if price ends up, you know, whatever, coming down and then moving back up, typically it will break structure, come and make a new low, aka a bottom wick, and then boom, 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 right? Same thing happens with candles. Same exact thing, right? If you have a bullish candle here, breaks the high, breaks the structure, will most likely come down, make a new low, create new highs, new lows, and begin to move up. Yep. So in order for us to say, okay, this is our new low, we first need a new high, right? We need a new high, and then we need to break that low. Give us a high. Sometimes the candle will only give you this little wick, and sometimes that's enough, sometimes it isn't. At 9 a.m. for me, it's not. If that was like 9:30 or something, then yeah.
Yeah, keep in mind, right? The markets are always right. It's us who is sometimes right and sometimes wrong. So we have a greater responsibility of listening to the charts and going off of the charts. We gotta wait for certain things like this.
Yeah, there also is a lot of volume here, right? So you may not create the steepest top wick, right? You may not create the steepest top wick here, and price may drive. So there's a lot of volume from CPI coming in, but I still want to see, you know, what I want to see, because I'm never chasing volume. I like volume, I hunt down volume, but I don't just look for volume. You know, I want to see the other things that line up with it too. We haven't gotten a real move for the day yet. Yeah, I don't think so either. We're still chopping around here. No real move. The real move recovers this, right? So that's what I want to see. I want to see us potentially really drive. But yeah, we need a top wick here. later. And a lot of times,
We'll let
gang,
go. Sorry.
one sec. A lot of times, if you don't have the steepest top wick, you can still enter a position, but then it's going to be best to enter. Like, let's say you got a small wick like this. It's best to enter on the break of the lows, and then you can keep your stop here, right? Because if we made that high, and now we're breaking the low, that should mean that we will come down to create a new low somewhere, right? So that's your move right there, and your stops are legit because that's the new high after breaking the previous low. So boom, typically it'll come down like that. So I kind of have a little bit of a rule of thumb. It's like, if you're going to enter off the previous candle, you can use previous candle low, like in this case, you can use current candle stops. If you're entering off the current candle low, it's best to use previous candle stops, if that makes sense. So current candle low entries, previous candle stops. Hold on one sec. What is this? What is this? All right, my bad. Yeah, so that's kind of like a rule of thumb that you guys could use too. Previous candle lows, current candle stops. Current candle lows, previous candle stops.
Facts.
Daily candle about a flip. Yeah, this looks good too for 930. Nas looks really good, like it's gonna set up for 930. So if we can close something like this, like let's say you got this bearish candle, right? And then if this, let me draw the wick, right? This is that bearish candle. If this bullish candle you're looking at right now can close very weak, right? Something like this. Let's say, boom. Right, then we could take our sells. We'll take our sells on the break of the lows here. If price moves bearish and breaks those lows, that'll be our entry, and then you should see a big move with 930 coming in. Yeah. Now it's gonna give us a top wick. Yeah. Yes, exactly. We don't know how far the low will go before it retraces, right? So it can retrace at any time, or it could just not retrace, right? It could just leave. So if candles have no top wick, it could do this, right? And as a professional who has a system and an edge, you just have to be okay with that, right? You just got to be okay with letting that go, because your edge requires, in this case, a top wick. Right? So if you don't have that, then you don't have your edge. You can know exactly where price is going to go, like we typically always do, but we're not in it for that, right? We're in it to be professionals and stick with the edge. So yeah, you're right. Like this candle can literally turn around at any point. It could turn around here. It could have turned around right here, right? It could turn around here, here. It's unpredictable when you don't have that top wick. Yep. All you know is that when you do get that top wick, this position will give you like an 80% win rate. But without the top wick, there's no edge, right? There's no data. There's maybe 50%. Let's go, Dominic. Lace them up.
Just reading that, dude.
We talk about this a lot too. You know, if you're waiting for your top wick, but price begins to drive on you, and you're just like, screw it, and you enter a sell, right? You'll typically be very uneasy in this trade. You'll be nervous, you'll be uneasy, and once you see a little bit of profit, you'll close. And because you know you're going against your edge, you'll lower down your risk, right? So instead of risking maybe 1%, you'll risk like 0.5, right? And because you know you're supposed to be waiting for this top wick or whatever your edge is, you're very anxious. So once you get activated, you see a little bit of profit, you close it, boom. And you're like, and then all of a sudden, price goes like this and drives on you. And you're like, damn, I wish I would have held. I wish I would have held, right? And here's the thing. If you break your plan once, you'll do it again, right? And now the next time, you come up, you know, you got your chest poking out, you're ready to go, and I see him. I'm gonna take this trade. And this time, I'm not gonna close early because last time it drove, right? It drove all the way down, and you know what? Screw the 1%. I'm risking 3% on this bad boy. And now you enter, and price goes a little bit in profit, and you're nervous still, but you're not gonna close because last time you closed early, and price ran. But this time, the market just happens to know what you're up to. I don't know how, but it does. And this time, price pulls back on you. And this is where you go into drawdown. And then you go, no, let me move my stop and move it. And then blow an account.
You cooked.
And now you go take a nap.
Tight. Now you're thinking of quitting.
And now you go and you say, what is the reason for my existence in this world? Am I even meant to day trade? Who am I?
For real though. It's easy, yo. It's easy to get fed into the temptations from the charts, right? Super easy.
How do I know this? I've been there. Been there, done that.
Sometimes we'll get so caught up on the reward, right? Oh, but I can make this bag. We forget that we're in control of the risk. We're in control of if we take this trade or not. So yeah.
Yep. How many guys ever did what I did?
That muscle.
You bring up your magic keys, right? Oh, let me pop my magic keys up here. You bring up your magic keys and you start moving the lines around. You go, oh, look how much I can make. Oh my God, look at that. Look at all that money. 28,000. Oh my God. Oh, if I bring my stop down lower, it's going to be 36,000. Oh my God. And then you just screw yourself, right? Happens all the time. All the time. I used to do this all the time.
Hell yeah.
All the time.
And the point of coming here today is to exercise our muscle to strengthen it, to be better traders, right? And when we're not exercising it, we're only getting worse because you're never staying the same, right? You're either getting better or you're getting worse. So
yep.
Yeah, we gotta always be focused on getting better and exercising those muscles.
Yes, sir.
Because of these reasons, and it doesn't matter how profitable you are, how long you've been trading. Every single day, the markets will test you to break your plan. So that's why it's important we stay on our game. You know, got to.
Yep. And here comes our top wick. All right, 15-minute candle is going to close. Look, if this 15 can pump and close with no top wick, that would be lovely, right? So now that this 15 candle closed, like, where did it close? It closed back in the range, right? So there's no buys just yet, right? So now if the next 15-minute candle can close bearish like this, boom, break the highs, that'd be awesome. Now we have our sells at 9:30, right? And our stops could sit right here. Sells on the break of the low. And now we take the best position versus the one that we just, you know, wanted to get into.
Exactly. That's why we say we're not focused on making money. Today we're focused on taking the best trade.
Yeah, I want to break the highs here. Exactly. When you focus so much on the money, that's where it screws you.
Yep. Chase it and it runs away.
This is a good top wick here on Nasdaq. Tap it into that support. 15 close with. Oh look, see we got no bottom wick here. So same thing with Nas100, right? If we can close bearish like this now you have opportunity to continue down at 930. I hate my life.
Damn.
No, you don't. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Yeah, for real. Have some more love for yourself.
Now I understand completely. Last year I was chasing trades, got burnt most of the time. Yeah, and it's so it's draining on your mental energy. You feel me? Like you want to make this trading is very if you're doing this full time as a career, it could be very stressful, right? You're dealing with this floating money all the time, right? So you don't want to be stressed. You know that when you're not following your edge or you're just chasing volume, it can get very, very mentally exhausting.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. Let's close bearish back below. And then we may have a deal. The guitar is here? Yeah, guitar. Anybody saved himself? It's like having a casino in the palm of your hand. That's true. I know.
I was
I'm
thinking
just
about
kidding.
that the other day too. Imagine how like crazy that is. Like you can just like pull out a casino on your phone. Not even with trading, just like they have gambling apps and everything.
For real.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
All right, this candle will close in 11 minutes, and that candle will give us an answer. Right now, the question is, will you close below for us to take a sell? That's the question we're asking the market, right? The market says, I will give you that answer in 11 minutes if you can just be patient, young grasshopper. Right? Stops are going to be big. Well, at 9:30, we may be able to use current candle stops. We'll see. I thought Sam had on a boxing robe. Yeah, Sam's getting ready to get into a boxing match real quick.
This is my like team hoodie for track when I ran. I don't know. I got another hoodie on underneath this thing too. Keep me nice and
Hey,
warm,
yo.
bro.
Hey, fire.
It's cold out there.
I'm sure it's brick.
Yeah, bro, it's chilly, bro. Like like summertime comes around, shorts, walk around the house, shirtless, all summer. I don't like this too much, bro.
Facts, bro.
Down 2%, but I've been here before. Just annoying. Yeah. Hey, look at me, man. God is making me really work for this I'm staring down the barrel of $500,000 in capital, right? It shouldn't be easy. It shouldn't be easy, right? You guys have the privilege of watching me scratch and crawl my way to victory. And this is what trading is, right? Like the only thing is you don't see these other guys do this, right? Because they don't even trade. These dudes out of nowhere, everyone's selling these EAs and they'll pass your funding challenge. They're trying to profit off of the hopes of the innocent. And it's just not right. You know, I think what's better is earning it, right? Earning it and doing it in front of people as an example so that they can see that just because they didn't get 8% in a month, it doesn't make them a bad trader or not a good trader, right? Some of the best traders I know bring in like 3 to 5% a month. So just because you can't pass a funding challenge in 30 days, don't think anything less of yourself, right? Trust your system. You and I do not matter. The system is what does the work, and if we can just continue to follow it, it will work out in the long run for you.
Yeah, that's so true. Like 90% of people lose every day. So if you can even just pull a win out of a day,
Facts.
you know, you're good. You're
Yep.
good.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Don't let the prop firms or funding companies play mental games with you.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, this is the longest it has ever taken me to pass a funding challenge. Crazy. But you know what? The victory is going to be so sweet, right? The payouts are going to be so sweet. It's going to be so worth it.
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Scott, love you, bro.
Got it, boy.
Got it, boy.
Scotty too hotty.
OG.
All right, cool. This is good. 15-minute moving down here. Lovely, lovely. We broke the highs, which is really good. Do I need 10%? No, I need 8%. Yeah, that's the name of the game. That's business. That's entrepreneurship. You know, I've had a really good last 2 years. So luckily I don't necessarily need any money right now, right? So it's worth it, you know. It's worth it. It's okay. But that's how trading will go for you. You know, some of you guys that are new, 1 year, 2 years in, you know, you start trading over the next couple of years, you're going to have a couple months where you don't make money. You may not make money for a whole year. But the cool part about this business is that you can make so much money in such a short period of time that you're A-okay. You're literally A-okay.
Facts. In 1 month, bro. You have a 100K account, right? You 4 months out of the year, you get a 10K payout. Like, you know, you work on increasing your capital, you know, but that's really good. So.
Yep.
Yeah, that is so true. You can make. Just think about this. If you hear someone making $100 an hour, you're probably thinking like, "Wow, this dude's making bank, bro." You can make that in like 10 seconds. Trade. $100 a second.
On break-even trades, I lose $1,200 nowadays.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Talking about $100. $100.
Nah, but that's so true, for real.
Yeah, just like trying to give an example.
Yeah. No, it's true though. It is so true. All right, this looks good. We got 5 minutes here. 5 minutes, and we may be in for a deal.
It looks good. We can get that nice bearish closure.
Yeah, I'll probably take partials around 2023 here.
Did the daily flip yet? I don't think so. Oh, it did. Just low.
For the bootcamp, will you be going through the basics of trading? Yes, basics will start day one at the basic level and then move towards more advanced concepts. Yeah, we got a lot of new stuff to talk about too in this new bootcamp. A lot of new concepts, a lot of new ideas, a lot of new things that we're implementing, a lot of things that we talked about in the last bootcamp that we're gonna track some data and take a look at some of the results from. So yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Yeah, you guys can get seats to the boot camp. That's going to be in late February, but tickets are open. Registration's open now. So if you guys want to get on in, man. We look forward to seeing you there. Me, Sam, John will be there. Rafi will be there. TK will be there. Everyone will be there. It's like when we get like a kind of like a closer knit, chill vibe with the family.
Yeah, I like the boot camp. It's cool, bro. It's like whenever you for like you guys have played sports before, like when you have your like weekend practices and you come in, you know, no one wants to get up on the weekend, no one wants to, but you know what? You come together with the team and you come and put the work in to make yourselves better.
Yeah.
That's facts, bro.
Yeah, I might do a little webinar too, like just talking about mindset for trading, you know, just mindset.
Yeah, that would be dope.
But yeah, we got 3 minutes here. Big closure on the 15. Give me 1 minute and I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's some people in the chat too that were in the boot camp. You could ask them about it as well.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm excited for the second one.
Yeah, it should be fun. A lot of knowledge will be dropped, for sure.
Yes, sir.
And if you're trying to get around winners, and people like to win, I think you should get in that.
How much is it? I think it's like 60, 70 bucks USD.
Yeah. Ooh, LeGrand, that's awesome. Yeah, Sandman knows. Bootcamp got him right.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just glad that people find value in it, you know?
Oh yeah.
That's the whole purpose.
Sure.
You tightened up after the boot camp? Tighten up.
Yeah, Noel, it is a steal for sure. Yeah, yes. Infernal Soul, yeah, I am.
What's the question? Trading same system? Yeah, very similar. Yeah, that's why I love working with these guys. Because we all look at the charts very, very similar.
Sure,
It's rare that we see something different.
definitely. Yeah, it's so facts, LeGrand. See Goldie.
All right. 30 seconds. All right, chat. I'm going to have sell stops. Sell stops on a break of the lows here. Let's see if we respect the high, and then yeah, I'm gonna have sell stops on the break of the 15 lows. See if we can use that current 15 high there. Is it okay to pass my challenge in 1 or 2 days? Yeah, why not? Why not? Good. Cold, right? Bet. Let's see. Oh, nice. Grab yourself a ticket. Let's go. See you then. Nice. We did respect the high there. Beautiful. Yeah, if we make a little low here and then come back up, I may move my entry to the break of that low. If not, we may just run down. Got activated. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, we may be activated here pretty soon. Yeah, the reason for the entry on the break of the 15 lows too is because I didn't want to see like a 5-minute pack run or something, right? Didn't want to trust that. The 30, I can't really base it off the 30 here because we kind of close like weak doji. So the previous 15 is going to be your best bet there. Yeah, the way we'll manage this trade too is once we come down, if we get activated and price comes down to fill that wick, I will most likely go break even. Let me see how many. Yeah, 24 pips there. So yeah, once we come down and pretty much fill that wick, that's where I would move stops to break even. Might close some partials, but definitely break even there, and then looking to hold down towards like 2018. Yeah, if we break these highs, we may delete and wait for this current 15 to close. So yeah, we did break those highs. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. Yeah, delete this. Stops are way too big at this point. So yeah, let's see how the 15-minute candle closes now, and then we'll see where we're at. TTD. Yeah, 5-minute pack runner. Yep. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to get too greedy, right? And like try and get an early entry or something, just because previous 30 closing like that. Yeah, no one should have got activated on the break of the 15 lows. Sheesh. Wow. GJ, yeah, nothing here. I want to see range 2 above here. I know we're bullish here on the day, but we close a no top wick there. I don't want to take buys here. I want to see some sort of a range too. So if we can get a new support down here, then I will look to take buys. Pack runner? What does the pack runner mean? The pack runner is something that we kind of identified this year in 2023, where a lot of times when, let's say, a candle looks like this and has very little to almost like no bottom wick, what'll happen, the next candle will typically come down and make a bottom wick for that previous candle and then begin to move up. So a lot of times what would happen, and the way we learned this, is that we would have sell stops, right? We would have sell stops sitting right here, and we would get grabbed into this move, and then price would move up. So we call it the pack runner just because it basically grabs the pack, which used to be us, and then breaks the high and starts to move. So yeah, that's the pack runner. Works out really well, especially during high times of volume. Let's see if anyone's in the Zoom chat. Zoom. Oh yeah, see this? Bitcoin just hit 48. Nice. Let's take a look. We're running, baby. We're running. So once everyone starts to buy it, like people who don't pay attention to Bitcoin, once you hear them starting to buy, which I'm beginning to hear chirps of that now, get ready for the dump. I re-entered, I positioned myself here in BTC back in February here. So yeah, just I mean September, just happened to get in at a good price there, and we've been running ever since. But I do expect to see a dump here, I would say. Maybe back towards like 38, 36, and then to move up. Thought the pack runner was only valid on NY Open. No, you'll see it happen during high times of volume. So like 9:30, 9:15, 8:15. You know, around those times. Basically, anytime you see a candle with very little to no bottom wick, kind of like this 5-minute had, that's typically when you'll see it happen. Can we use the pack runner to our advantage? Yes. Oh yeah. Like you may see another pack runner here off the 5-minute. Do I have sell stops? I deleted sell stops. We had them on the break of the 15 lows here, but price ran up, broke the highs, so we deleted. So right now, look. So let me explain something, right? So right now we had a massive move, right? And now we are consolidating, right? And we are getting ready to have another massive move, right? So we need to consolidate first, and then you should see another drive. Where to? We got to wait for it. It all depends on the closures of these candles. Oh, nice. Larry Williams. I never read that one. Oh, nice. I'll have to check it out.
Bro, I always forget my mic's mute. I was just saying though about the Bitcoin. I bet you'll see like something like what you were talking about with Powell towards the end of the month. Because now that's our next biggest news event on the.
I'm just waiting for them to turn them printers on, man.
Yeah, aren't they supposed to like do like Bitcoin halving
Yeah,
to
something
prevent
like that. Yep.
inflation or something? I don't understand the whole Bitcoin thing. Sorry, Chad. Well, I mean, like
Yeah.
I kind of get it, but like, you know, I'm not an expert. I'm not one of them crypto gurus.
Hero of the day. You're right. So look, can we have sell stops here? Of course. Of course we could re-add our sell stops, but look where our stop loss is now. See that? Way too steep. So we can't use that, right? So now what we need to do is we need to wait, right? Let's just wait 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Wouldn't that be, I think you'll be happy you waited, right? Because if this candle can now close below, now we can re-add our sell stops, right? And then we can use the current candle high as our stop loss to fill these wicks and then potentially continue down. But if this candle closes bullish back in the range, and we may continue to, you know, consolidate for a bit. And Nasdaq, oh wow, rejection to that target zone there too. Damn. Respected the 4-hour high here too. Respected the 1-hour high. 30-minute may close bearish here, creating resistance. Yeah, I think Nas is just getting going here today.
Oh yeah.
And GJ, yeah, GJ, that's why I didn't want to take buys above here. Johnny boy, how you doing?
How you doing?
Have you
I
guys
seen
heard of
a,
that gaming coin Beam or whatever? It's like a token or coin.
Nope.
Yo,
What's
that thing
the
looks good.
there's one gaming coin. I forget what it was called, but it was called Mana.
Oh, Mana. Yeah, yeah, I had Mana.
Yeah.
I had Mana.
GALA? Gala? Is that it?
Oh damn, yeah, look at this. So there's a 15-minute support right here that I think is really causing the hold up. See this right here? So a lot of rejections to the top side, a lot of rejections to the downside here. So not really no A+ setups in sight. Yeah, if we do break the lows, we should drive, but it's not really set up properly. Sandbox. Holy! My daughter says that now. She goes, holy. Yeah, the impulse entry here would be probably on the break of the lows. But this doesn't look A+ to me. Right? It doesn't look that good. Candles printing side by side. I know we got volume coming in, but again, I'm not here to chase volume. I'm here to chase my setups and my playbook. So there's nothing really that the playbook has here. Do I think we're gonna probably move down? Is there a higher chance that we move down than up? I don't know. And when you say I don't know, that means that you should stay the hell out of the market.
True.
Let's take a look at Nas here. Oh, Nas breaking the lows. How the 30 close? Yeah, 30's still open here. So if we can get a resistance, excuse me, on the 30, then that should be a nice clean move coming down. Yeah. And pound yen closed bullish, but now breaking the lows. So yeah, nothing all across the board here. Unfortunately. Do I think I'll pass the challenge this month? Yes. I think I'll do it in God's timing. Right when God wants me to do it. He'll give me the trades, he'll give me the lessons, he'll give it all to me. Yeah, so there's the break of the lows. You may see a drive down, but this is not my position here.
See, I would love for it to just like kind of close right where it's at. Pull back something.
Yes, exactly.
That would be perfect. Then on the 30, it would look so clean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do like this rejection, but nothing clean here for me.
Yeah, nothing below there yet. Yeah. Do a little bit of waiting.
TTW?
A little bit of
Thanks, bro, for saying holy. Gotcha. Sir, is there any way to get a free funded account? Yes, you can, I guess, email the company and see if they'll give you one for free. That may be your best shot.
Wouldn't hurt to try.
Or maybe TT will do a giveaway or something. I'll have to ask the boss later. John looks stressed. I think he took a trade.
Do what?
I doubt it.
I look stressed.
He's bugging.
Oh man, my wife turned the heat on. It feels good.
Nice.
It's cold in here, bro. Damn.
What is the temperature? Let me look.
The temp is... What is the temp?
It's
Oh
38
man,
here right now.
53.
Oy.
Yeah, it's getting cold. $53. We got 75 tomorrow though. Sunday for the event, it'll be about 70. So all my peeps from Kentucky and all over the Northeast, you guys will be enjoying it.
That's what I like to hear.
TK,
That's what I
70s,
need,
baby.
bro.
Sam, you pulling up? Let's go. Maybe Sam will make a surprise. Surprise, surprise.
For where? For the this
For the
weekend?
meetup.
I wish. I already got plans though.
Ooh. Sam ain't pulling
I
up.
wish,
Next one.
bro. Next one.
Why are you not taking positions? Because there's no position to take.
In
me,
Pakistan,
for
it's
me.
6 degrees. Holy.
Damn. 6 degrees.
Yeesh.
What y'all doing over there?
Yeah, what are y'all doing over there?
My boy got glass water now? Nah, we've been had glass water. I usually drink Mountain Valley, but coincidentally, they don't sell it anymore at the Publix down the block. I wonder why. It's only the healthiest water on the shelf.
Yeah.
They're trying to trap us out here in the Matrix.
-30 Celsius? Bro, what even is that in Fahrenheit? -22 Fahrenheit? Bro. Where are you at? Raise the king? Where are you at?
Raise the king.
Homie's in Siberia.
I don't need money today, so I don't chase market. Exactly. You gotta, even if you are a brokey, you gotta pretend you're not a brokey when you're in these markets, right? Because if you're desperately trying to make money and desperately trying to get money out the markets, whew, it may not end well. By the way, broke is a state of mind, not a state of your bank account or your pockets. So you could be broke, but you could be on ready to hit your biggest month ever, your biggest year ever. Right? It's not about the money in your pockets, it's about the mentality in your brain.
That's so true.
What stopped you to take a trade? Nothing. There's no trade to take according to my system. So my system gives me the rules that I play by. I don't come here. I'm not the boss, right? The market is the boss. The candlesticks, they make decisions for me. And when they tell me to go, I go. When they tell me to stay, I stay. And that's it. And that's how I treat my trading. It's very straightforward. And that's how I like it. What do you think about limiting beliefs? They're limiting. Read The Magic of Thinking Big. How's y'all boys? Holidays? Every day's a holiday. Yeah, they were all good. Holidays were great.
Yeah, great as well here.
Yeah, you're chilling.
Thanks for asking, man. How was your holiday? Any advice? I'm new. I'm a break-even trader. Oh, nice. If you're a break-even trader, that means you're staring at the light at the end of the tunnel, brother. So you just got to keep going, right? If your system, if you've went from a losing trader to a break-even trader, that tells me that you're on the right path. Just keep doing what you're doing. Give it a little bit of time, and you'll get there.
Yeah, and focus on what you can do with your losses. Focus on how you can cut down on your losses, right? Because you can never guarantee how many pips or how much money you're going to catch in a trade. The only thing you can guarantee is how much you're going to lose. So focus on that specifically. Yeah, anyone who's at a break-even stage.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Internet's not working? Oh! All right, brother. See you tomorrow. You like the Brian Johnson? That's what I tell myself daily. I have the mind of a millionaire. Now I just have to be patient. Yep. And do the work, right? Do the daily disciplines. All your success lies in your daily habits. It's the hard truth. Oh, look at this. All right, we got 1 hour closures. We got 30-minute closures. And we got 15 closures and all that coming up here in 4 minutes. Big fan from India. Big fan of you, brother. Just wait on it, Landon. Just wait on it.
That's it.
Appreciate the occasional book recommendations. Yeah. Hey, how many of you guys have read Marcus Aurelius Meditations? Just beginning this book.
That's one I should get into, though. That's one think I'd like to read.
Yeah, I would recommend the Pilgrim's Progress, I think it was called. Man, that was a great book. I just finished reading that. I read As a Man Thinketh and the Pilgrim's Progress, I think it was called. Yeah, over the last 2 weeks. Just failed another challenge now. That's okay, as long as you know why, right? If you have questions and you need some help, I'm more than happy to help you out. If you ask the questions in the chat, maybe you got to find out what happened, what went wrong. It may not have been in the markets, it may have been in your mind, right? What went wrong? You got to kind of figure that out. talk it out with someone who's more experienced than you, and it'll just be a stepping stone to your future success. Promise, man. Give me 1 million, then I would be patient. Yeah, that definitely, having a couple M's in the bank definitely gives you some more patience. Yeah, T-Rex, I love that. It's not about the strategy. This strategy works, the next strategy works, the other one works, they all work, right? It's about the guy or the girl that's behind the strategy, right? Who's actually trading it. It's like, you ever hear the saying, it ain't the car, it's the driver, you know what I mean? It's not the system, it's the trader. The system helps, you know, but the trader needs to make sure they're disciplined to that system. The Daily Stoic, yeah, I'm going to read that one. Let's take a look at some other pairs here too. Nas looking pretty good. Oh my god, you see that? See that, chat?
GJ,
That's why we did not want to take buys up here. I knew this was gonna happen.
Distance right there.
I hate GJ,
Yep.
bro.
Remember, go back in the beginning and we talked about this, right? We talked about the experience that remember, I've been trading GJ for 5 years, right? So we talked about that this decision, the way we marked up our charts, was mainly not based off of technicals, but, well, it was based off of technicals, but the experience within the way the technicals just happened to print over the last couple days. And yeah, that's why I did not want to take buys there. GJ chopped. Do I trade like Raja? I do. Yeah, I trade similar to Raja. Yep. Raja is who I learned from. Mainly, you know, most things. Oh, what up, Supra? You're good, brother. You're good. You're good. You're good. Just started Think and Grow Rich yesterday. Enjoy, my friend. Do what the book tells you to do. Okay? Don't just flip through the pages to get through the book. That's going to be a book where you're going to have some homework. And you'll do yourself a disservice by not doing that homework and just kind of skipping over and trying to get into the next chapter. Do the work within the book. I personally think Think and Grow Rich is a workbook in itself. Nasty on the 15, man. Yeah, you can't take buys either. Can't take buys either here. Not until you get a closure. Almost 10 a.m. It's 3 p.m. here. Oh, my man. Dominic living in the future. Will we get a close below? No bueno. Nothing. Nothing here. We'll see 10:15. Yeah, if any of you guys are taking positions on gold, I'd love to know what you're doing. Because I don't see anything. Besides these little scalps, but you guys know I'm not interested in that.
Looks pretty chalked, honestly.
Look, we would have got activated here too, chat. Had we got FOMO and I want to add a sell stop back just to do it, would have got tapped in and most likely stopped out. I finished outwitting the devil. Yeah, it's been on my mind about a week now. Might have to reread it. Do it. Yeah, man. Back in the day when I first started reading, I would read the chapters twice. I'd double read them. Yeah, I wasn't concerned with getting through the book. I wanted to actually learn from the book. Yeah, 1 hour close bullish here on Nasdaq. We also did close above the range here. 30-minute close bearish though, with a nasty rejection. So really nothing here either. 4 hours coming back down. I think yeah, I don't think there's anything here. No top wick either. Come on, price. Come on, price. I'm not even going to look at pound yen. If you look at the 1 minute, it's creating structure. I bet. Are we going to be that desperate here today? Will we go down to the 1 minute? Will we go?
Imagine. Yeah. Yeah, boys. I think that might do it for me, though, here today.
All right.
All
So,
right.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Talk to you guys later.
Yeah,
All right,
take it easy,
broski.
bro.
Bet.
See you
Thanks, bro. You
later.
too.
Later,
Peace,
alligator.
chat.
Let me know if you want to get schooled in mini golf. I don't think we're going to have any rain today.
Bet, bro. I'll hit you up.
Yeah, I bet you won't.
All right, bet. All right, bro. Peace.
They don't want it.
Yeah, take it easy,
Tell
bro.
Joe. Tell Joe
Yeah.
too.
All right, bet. I'm gonna let him know.
All right, brother. Later.
All right, peace.
Wants all the
Peace,
smoke, bro.
We're getting all the smoke here at mini golf today.
Yeah, that's where you take it out, bro. Gotta bottle it all up for the charts. Then you go out, just let it all out in the mini golf. Let it
Yeah.
all out in the gym.
Ah, no trade day. I'm so mad. Yeah.
I didn't get the push buttons today, bro.
I didn't get to push buttons today and make money. Arr. Yeah, actually, I don't even have my personal account anymore, so I literally am not gonna make money today. Cause I had to pull all my money out of Dominion.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I seen FTMO too. They stopped with U.S. clients. Very interesting.
Yeah, my capital's looking for a new home.
Yeah, low-key.
But I'll be honest, everyone I talk to is just giving me horror stories, bro. It's crazy.
The only thing that I hear is like a futures broker, but I don't even know.
Yeah,
Like
futures,
that many
yep.
people. Like personally, I don't know them. Like personally.
Yeah.
Put it in your bank account? Yeah, Green. Just send me your routing number, account number.
Nah, Green's frontin'.
Yeah, I'll make sure it's in there.
I can't call myself successful, but I'm currently better than last year. That sounds successful to me, brother or sister.
Yeah.
First statement. That sounds success. That sounds like success to me. You're out.
Yeah, what TK said. You're the definition of success, brother. You're
Yes,
better than
sir.
you were before. You're the definition. Look yourself up in the dictionary. There'll be a picture of you right next to it.
Time to eat and sleep. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll probably get out of here today. I don't really see too much happening. I might stick around the charts. I may come back around a little bit later on the charts. I may give this a little bit of time to do what it needs to do here, and then come back in like an hour or so. Yeah, Nas was good, yeah, but we got that no top wick there, which kind of threw everything off for us. But you do have a somewhat of a 1 hour celery play going down here. Yeah, look at that. Respected those highs. Nice. There should be more room for Nas to play in over the next 2-3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, that might call it for me then too. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
see anything at this right immediate moment either. Just be sitting waiting for the next candle.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Oh, what's this? What's this? You don't have to be 10 times better. You just have to be 0.3 better. Just win! How do I improve? I have a 45% win rate. Okay, so look at the trades that are working well for you, the setups that are working well, and the times that they're working, and get rid of, disregard everything else, and just stick. Even if it's just one setup, that's your setup, brother. Stick with that one setup day in and day out, and then see if your win rate increases. Yeah, do what works. Very often you have to audit things, you know, especially as a new trader. See what's working, what's not working, and chip away whatever's weighing you down and continue doing whatever is helping you succeed. What up, Crypto Madden? Hey, yo, whoever's coming to the event on Sunday, maybe we'll rip a game of mini golf. We ain't ready for the golf course yet. Yeah, if anyone, whoever's coming on Sunday, maybe we'll do something fun together. We'll figure it out. I'm trying to hang and catch a vibe with y'all. Sunday fun day, yeah. Yeah, we'll hang out a little bit more than just the event. How do you take your profits? Because I often exit. And then I see that I could have made a lot more. I create a plan. So every trade comes with a plan. And I just stick to the plan. So if my plan is to close partials right here, right, and price drives all the way down here, then I don't consider myself missing anything. Because if my plan was to close here, then I stuck to my plan and I did my job. Anything after that is not the move, right? It's not my move. Yeah. Oh, TK got the hotel booked, the car booked. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, he's over here trying to make me
You
jelly,
got
bro.
tickets. Damn. TK, you're making everyone jealous now, bro.
Just got a regular car, though? What's wrong with that? What do you mean, bro?
Sorry, Felix.
Look how wheels will get you.
I'll be on your level soon, Felix. Soon. Levels to this game of freedom. I'll be a golfer. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here. I hope you guys have a great day. Nothing really, obviously CPI, and then nothing after that. Congrats to everyone who did take positions and made some profit today and stuck to their game plan. Right, that's all that matters. So I will catch you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah, last day of the week. So we'll see if we can finish with a bang. We've had a great first week. We're doing well right out the gates here, and we'll continue on for tomorrow and the week strong.
Yes,
Cool.
sir.
Sam, thanks for your presence today, my friend. It's always a
Thank
pleasure.
you for having me, brother.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
no problem. Yeah, good being on a Zoom. Good speaking with you, Nick. Good speaking with the chat.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bro. I'm terrible at doing an outro.
All right, chat. Love y'all, man. Y'all be great today. Go out and crush it. Go out. Trading is just a part of your life. It's not your whole life. Go out and do things that excite you here. Get off the charts for a little bit. You may consolidate a bit. And we'll see you back tomorrow. Cool. Later, gang. W's on the way out here today. And I'll see y'all mañana.